Uh, hey, Team Farp, y'all. Let's get it. Frank, Andrew, Rowie, and Paige. Team Farp works like a piece of art. We give you the facts, and we put them on a chart. We're the best at being smart. You wish that you could be us, or you don't have the heart. Team Farp will win it all. And if you don't believe us, you shall fall. Yeah, that is so right.
Hello everyone in Mr. Gerstin's Period 2 Biology class and around the world. My name is Andrew Storm and this is Farp Talk. On today's episode of Farp Talk, we're going to be discussing regenerative medicine and how it helps restore damaged limbs in the body. So what is regenerative medicine? I have sitting here with me Dr. Rowie Kuo from the National Reptile and Amphibian Advisory Council. Welcome, Dr. Kuo.
Thank you, Andrew. It's great to be here.
So, Dr. Kuo, what are regenerative medicines?
Regenerative medicine is a field of medicine that tries to restore human limbs or tissues using different types of cells, commonly known as stem cells, or if you're feeling scientific, regenerative cells.
And where do you get them?
An interesting source that we are currently studying are salamanders. As most of you know, salamanders have the superpower to regrow different types of limbs. When a salamander loses its tail, macrophages and other types of cells reach the wound and begin the healing process. In the lab, we call those cells undifferentiated cells. These cells have the ability to mature and grow into whatever the previous existing limb was, as well as perform the function of the previous limb exactly the same as if the limb was never gone. The salamander developed this special ability over time as a response to predators. Unfortunately, salamanders take from 1 year to a decade just to regrow one arm. We hope to use these concepts in cells to replicate this type of regeneration in cells.
Wow, I did not know that. Thank you, Dr. Kuo. But before we put any regenerative cells into the arm, we have to first understand the human arm more deeply. And we're at Just in Luck. With us is Dr. Frank Gelfram from Doctors Without Borders. Thank you for being here.
Hey Andrew, it's an honor.
Well, talk to us about an essential part of the human body, the arm.
The arm is one of the most essential parts in the body. The arm helps you do multiple everyday tasks like eating, writing, holding things, carrying things, and much more. Losing an arm is life-changing. Therefore, you cannot easily perform these tasks. First off, the upper arm consists of the shoulder, which is helpful for lifting weights. If you know what I mean, ladies. Next, there is the elbow, which is a hinge joint that allows humans to open their arm to 180 degrees. After that, there is the forearm, the wrist, and the hand. These three components help the humans rotate, flex, and grab different objects.
That is very interesting. I thought the human arm was just another regular body part. So I understand that one of the most important goals in Doctors Without Borders is to restore a human limb. But really, how many amputees are there in today's society?
You'd be surprised. In today's society, there are about 2 million amputees in America, and scientists predict that by 2050, there will be more than 3.6 million amputees. Two major causes of amputation are diabetes and also peripheral vascular disease. And according to the Huffington Post, there were 1,500 Army amputees this year alone.
Wow. And with that, I would like to welcome our last guest to Farp Talk. Over here we have Paige Scully, an Army veteran that has served 3 tours in Iraq. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Sadly, when I was on my last tour, there was a deadly 10-foot long sand crocodile. I wrestled back and forth with it, but eventually it took a huge chunk of my arm.
Well, Dr. Frank, is there anything we can do for Paige here?
Well, with our research, we are currently trying to replicate the regenerative cells that the salamanders use so that it is safe for humans to use. Since they work a lot like stem cells, we can try to alter the genetics so that the cell has the memory to transform into the previous limb without causing any damage or causing the immune system to respond negatively. Even though the salamanders take almost a year just to regrow one arm, we have thought of a way to speed it up. With the use of steroids, we can speed up their recovery time immensely. This can cause the results to speed up and hopefully improve more.
That's quite impressive. I hear you have the prototype with you. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Let's try the simulation on Paige.
I think it's working.
That's all the time we have today on FARP Talk.